దూర విద్యా విధానంలో డాక్టర్ బిఆర్ అంబేద్కర్ ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీ దేశంలోనే మొట్టమొదటి సార్వత్రిక విశ్వవిద్యాలయం. దాదాపు 2.5 దశాబ్దాలుగా దూర విద్యా విధానం ద్వారా కంప్యూటర్ కోర్సును అనుసంధానం చేస్తూ బీఏ, బీకామ్, బీఎస్సీ డిగ్రీ కోర్సులను అందిస్తోంది. పోస్ట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ స్థాయి, డిగ్రీ, డిప్లొమా స్థాయి కోర్సులను ఔత్సాహికులైన విద్యార్థులకు అందిస్తోంది. డెవలప్మెంట్ స్టడీస్లో సెంటర్ ఫర్ ఎకనామిక్స్ అండ్ సోషల్ స్టడీస్ ద్వారా ఎంఫిల్, పీహెచ్డీతో పాటు విశ్వవిద్యాలయమే స్వయంగా దూర విద్యా విధాన అంశంపైన పీహెచ్డీ వంటి పరిశోధన కోర్సులు ప్రవేశపెట్టింది. రాష్ట్ర వ్యాప్తంగా సుమారు 4.5 లక్షల మంది విద్యార్థులు ఈ విశ్వవిద్యాలయం నుంచి ఉన్నత విద్యావకాశాలు పొందుతున్నారు. డాక్టర్ బిఆర్ అంబేద్కర్ సార్వత్రిక విశ్వవిద్యాలయం స్థానికంగా స్వయం బోధనా పద్ధతిలో ముద్రణ రూపంలో రూపొందించిన కోర్స్ మెటీరియల్ అందిస్తోంది. కోర్స్ మెటీరియల్ అధ్యయనానికి సహకరించే విధంగా రేడియో, టెలివిజన్ పాఠ్యాంశాల ఆధారంగా కార్యక్రమాలు ప్రసారం చేస్తోంది. అధ్యయన కేంద్రాల ద్వారా ఏర్పాటు చేసే సలహా సంసర్గ తరగతులు, సైన్స్ ప్రాక్టికల్ సౌకర్యాలు విద్యార్థులకు స్వయం అధ్యయనానికి ఒక చక్కటి అవకాశం. ఇవి విద్యార్థి సమీపంలో ఉండే అధ్యయన కేంద్రం నుంచే పొందొచ్చు.
Hello viewers, good afternoon to you all, and also welcome to the teleconference program of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University. Marketing mix is the topic selected for today's teleconference session. This topic has been selected from Marketing Management course. Marketing Management is one of the core subjects to be studied by every student doing MBA program and of course other MCOM program also. You are aware that marketing management is a very interesting and dynamic subject, and there are very few interesting topics in this marketing management course like product life cycle, consumer behavior, promotion mix, brand positioning, brand repositioning, like that, and marketing mix is one of such very interesting topics. The term marketing mix was introduced by Professor N.H. Bowden of Harvard Business School. Marketing mix comprises various components or inputs which constitute the core of the marketing system of any organization. How the marketing mix shall be? This is one of the most important decisions to be taken by the corporate people, higher ups particularly in the field of marketing. Even while deciding the marketing strategy also, one has to examine and consider the variables of marketing mix very carefully. To enlighten us more about marketing mix, we have two eminent experts in our studios with us today. So, first of all, let me introduce the experts. On my immediate left, Professor V. Venkaya is here.
Hello viewers.
Yeah, Professor Venkaya is the senior most professor in the Department of Business Management of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, and sir actually served the university in different capacities, including rector of the university, and at present sir is again for the second term he is serving as director academic of our university, B.R. Ambedkar Open University. Next to him is Professor Anil Ramesh.
Hi viewers.
Yeah, Anil Ramesh is also another senior most academician, and he also had the experience of working in industries also, and he worked abroad also for some time, and recently he came back and he joined at Shivashivani Institute of Management, and at present Professor Anil Ramesh is the director academic at Shivashivani Institute of Management. So, I welcome you both of you sirs, and thank you very much for sparing your valuable time.
Thank you.
Today the resource persons, they are going to explain us various concepts relating to marketing mix, like what is marketing mix, the components of marketing mix, how this marketing mix is related with the other areas like marketing strategy, the relationship between marketing mix and marketing strategy, marketing mix and the product life cycle, marketing mix and the promotion mix, all these areas. So, for initially about half an hour to 40 minutes, the resource persons explain all these concepts, and after that the audience, if you have any doubts on the subject of today's discussion, you can feel free to contact us. The phone numbers you have to dial are 2703 1431, 1432 and 1433. I repeat the phone numbers 2703 1431, 1432 and 1433, and outside Hyderabad audience, please choose 040 STD code. So, shall I start our discussion?
Definitely.
Yes.
So, now first I request Venkay Garu. I just want you to explain the concept marketing mix. What is marketing mix and what are the components of marketing mix?
Yeah, marketing mix refers to popularly the 4 P's of marketing. Marketing mix is the judicious use or mix of the four P's of marketing called product, price, place and promotion. In fact, the origin of the term marketing mix goes back to 1940s.
Okay.
It was when Colliton described a marketing manager as a mixer of ingredients, and Neil H. Borden started using the term since late 40s in his teaching.
Okay.
And he published an article in 1964. The title of the article was The Concept of Marketing Mix.
Okay.
In that he mentioned about the different elements of marketing mix. Later, E.J. McCarthy introduced the term and developed it as a model by grouping the different activities related to these 4 P's of marketing: product, price, place and promotion.
Okay.
And the careful use of these 4 elements of marketing is known as marketing mix. Marketing mix and 4 P's of marketing are interchangeably used. Okay. Often they are synonymously used to each other.
Okay.
And in product, all the activities or decisions related to the product management are included. For example, product planning, design, styling, quality, branding, packaging and after sales service, all these are included. Product life cycle management, these are the decisions related to product management.
Okay.
Considering the second element of marketing mix, that is price, the aspects related to what kind of pricing strategy should be used. Is it penetration pricing or skim the cream pricing?
Okay.
What is the suggested maximum retail price MRP? What are the discounts that we pass on for early cash payment, bulk purchases, distributor discounts? All these will form a part of pricing decisions. And the third important is promotional strategy, or which is popularly known as promotion mix. Promotion mix refers to advertising, personal selling, sales promotion and publicity. These are the elements within promotion mix. All the decisions related to this, including public relations, form the decisions of promotion. And distribution and logistics management, where both physical distribution and channels of distribution are covered. In channels of distribution, we study the levels of channels in terms of the merchant middleman and agent middleman, wholesaling, retailing, agents, etc. And also the physical distribution related to stores management, inventory management, transportation, all these elements, logistics, and now what we call supply chain management. Yeah. All these elements and all these activities within the distribution channel, which are known as 4th P of marketing. So, the use of these 4 P's of marketing as an integrated strategy within the holistic marketing strategy is known as is known as marketing mix strategy.
Yeah. Will you please throw some more light on the importance of marketing mix?
Thank you, ma'am. What I would like to say is that especially in the changing modern conditions, the understanding of the 4 Ps has become very, very important, because just now Professor Venka has given us a very detailed analysis of the chronological development of the 4 Ps. Most of the students or in universities are focusing too much on the 4 Ps. I would like to throw a little bit of more light on the 4 Cs, which is when we say product, we are talking from the manufacturer's perspective. So, as a customer, so it has to satisfy a need. So, maybe along with the 4 Ps, a concentration on the 4 Cs would also be very good. So, product would become satisfying the customer need, price would become the cost to the customer, and promotion would become communication, and placement would become convenience. So, if mostly what is happening is there is too much focus on the 4 Ps and forgetting about the customer.
Okay. Okay. The main objective of any organization, of course, profit oriented organization, is earning profit. So, every organization has to design a suitable marketing strategy to achieve this objective. So, what do you mean by marketing strategy, Dr. Anil Ramesh?
Marketing strategy is a sort of a game plan, madam, in the sense that every company has got a plan by which it has to achieve its objectives, because finally every company works on some objectives. So, how do you achieve these objectives? And there are some broad decisions which are based on the target markets, on positioning of the product, and just now like Professor Venkaya sir is saying about the marketing mix, and also based on budgets. Obviously, the marketer also will have to take what are the competitive conditions and also the market environment. So, for example, if today if somebody has to come up with a very expensive, let us take a 5 crore car, he will have to rethink, because the economy is not doing very well. So, whatever 4 Ps will have to fit into the competitive environment and the prevailing economic conditions also.
So, what is the relationship between this marketing strategy and marketing mix?
Marketing strategy and marketing mix dovetail with each other, in the sense that unless one is good, other is not very good. So, if the students were to go through the book, there is a beautiful 4x4 matrix which is given.
Okay.
So, the matrix very clearly explains what are the elements that are needed from the marketing strategy perspective and from the marketing mix perspective. So, a very careful reading of that particular 4x4 matrix will clear lot of things, in the sense that unless one is very good, the other thing cannot be done perfectly.
And the two, in the present days competitive world, actually the product shall be available to the customer at a nearby place, otherwise so many alternative products and also rather services are also available to
In the class, madam, things have changed so rapidly that place slowly is losing its relevance, in the sense that maybe when I was a child, if I have to see a movie, I have to go to cinema hall only. Now, either the cinema hall has come to my drawing room, or the accessibility of that cinema tickets has become very, very
that's
easy.
what even I am going to add, because earlier if you want to go to a movie, we have to first go to the theatre in advance, 1 hour in advance, and buy the ticket. Now, just before sitting internet, we can just buy the tickets, even 1 week advance also. Would you like to add anything, Professor Venkaya Garu, the relationship between marketing strategy and marketing mix?
Yeah, see, marketing mix is an integral part of marketing strategy. And while designing the marketing strategy, we consider the external environmental forces and then blend the strategy in such a way that it matches to the requirements of the customers. It is what is marketing? Matching products to the customers' needs and delighting the customers, satisfying the customers, or exceeding the expectations of the customers. How do you do it? It is only through these 4 Ps, and hence the relationship is so crucial that if we fail in designing the marketing strategy carefully, marketing mix carefully, marketing strategy would fail. And the success of marketing strategy depends on the success of the marketing manager's use of the 4 Ps of marketing. And also considering the other parameters within the marketing function, particularly the segmentation strategy, consumer behavior, consumer's lifestyle, cultural aspects, psychological aspects, all these are to be considered while designing the marketing strategy. You have to scan the market, analyze the competitive situation, examine the behavior of the customers, and position your product in such a way that it is available at the right time, at the right place, at a right price, extending value for money for the customer's payment. That is how we can relate marketing mix and the marketing
strategy.
It's an integral part of marketing strategy.
Okay, thank you very much. And this marketing mix, is it same for both products and services, or is it different for services?
It's like this. In fact, one of the criticisms on 4 P's of marketing is it does not include certain elements of marketing.
Okay.
Maybe for the products marketing, it's valid to a great extent. But for services marketing, it is not complete. This is one of the criticisms that experts made on marketing mix and marketing mix strategy. It was Boom and Bittner who introduced 3 more P's to the existing 4 P's of marketing,
Okay.
which we talked about. Product, price, place and promotion are there,
Yes.
plus people, process and physical evidence. 3 more P's are added, and hence for services marketing 7 P's model is used to explain the total process of services marketing.
So, people, process and physical evidence.
Physical evidence.
Yeah. 3 more
And
Ps.
these are important because of the complexity of the services marketing. Marketing of services is more complex
Yes.
than marketing the products. It is because of the characteristics and nature of the services, that the services are intangible,
Yes.
they are perishable, they cannot be owned, they are inseparable between the customer and the
Yes.
provider of the service, and hence they are heterogeneous. Services are heterogeneous. In view of these important features or characteristics of the services, services marketing is much more complex, and there is a need to see the marketing process beyond the scope of 4 P's of marketing. And people are important because they play 2 important roles. Number 1 is people as performers of the service from the marketer's side, and people as customers who are utilizing the service, buying the service. Now, the providers of service are the employees of the company, and the employees are the first line contact with the customers. You must internally market first to see that your employees are happy, then only they can extend service with smile, and hence people are important as providers of service. Every employee is a public relations functionary, every employee is a person who comes into contact with the customer, every employee is responsible for the quality level of the service. That is how the quality is important and the quality service is important, and companies have to take enough care to see that proper personnel are recruited, they are trained well, and there is a consistent behavior on their part when they perform or deliver the service to the customers, and they also do the best possible service to the customers. This is how people are important.
Yes.
And secondly, people play as customers. Customers, positive publicity through word of mouth
Yes.
brings all the benefits to the company, and negative publicity is very dangerous.
Yes.
Sometimes it leads to the failure. If one dissatisfied customer may lead to a chain of customers going away or withdrawing from the service buying.
Even if we satisfy 100 customers, if one person is not satisfied, that
Yes.
will have a lot of impact.
Yes, and also you lose your customer.
Yes.
Creating a new customer is 10 times higher the cost
Yes.
than retaining an existing customer, and negative publicity is very dangerous, and hence customers must always be happy, and they must be delighted with the service. They must be paid, they must be given the value for the payment that they make. That is how people are important.
Okay.
The second important is process.
Process.
I would give an example. Take a hospital where a patient enters, registers, undergoes surgery, post-surgery care, and then bedside patient attendance, and discharge summary certification, and until he exits from the hospital. All this is called process. From the moment he enters into a hospital as a patient and till he goes out of the hospital, the whole series of activities and the services that the hospital provides form the process. Take the example of any hotel, same kind of process, from registration or reception counter.
The moment the
to
guest enters
the
the
he
hotel.
enters the lobby
Lobby.
in the hotel, and from the reception and through. This is
it is taking, what's the quality of service
yes,
offered,
how much time
how
they are,
actually how they are received.
correct, how they are received, how they are made comfortable,
Yes.
how registration or reception
Yeah.
counter people behave, and all this is important. Satisfaction, and the customer feel happy throughout the process. And any level, any dissatisfaction would lead to the withdrawal from that particular service buying. The physical evidence refers to, for example, the building, the flashy exterior in a star hotel, let us say, and the interiors within the room, the ambience and the hygiene that we have in the restaurant, all this is the physical evidence, and the cleanliness in a doctor's clinic. All this is called physical evidence. And physical evidence is also important because it forms an image in the minds of the customer about the kind of service they provide. They must feel happy to have come to a particular place,
Yes.
and he must be comfortable there, seeing, and then it must be appealing. This is what is important, and hence these 3 P's are added by Boom and Bittner,
Okay.
and which is popularly now known as 7 P's of marketing, and this is extensively used to discuss or describe the services marketing. That is how it is defined.
Dr. Anil, actually originally 4 P's are there, now sir said that 3 more pieces were added to this original marketing mix. So of all these P's, which you think is more important while designing the marketing strategy?
Very true, madam. I would say that people are the most important part of the 7 P's, because whether we are talking about 4 P's or 7 P's or extended P's of 2 or 3 more P's also getting added, people are very important, because just now Professor Venkaya sir was saying, even though we are talking about services, quality of service, you might deliver 99 good services, and one service that you do not deliver well, you will be held responsible. Even if you are selling a product, for example, recently I bought one famous company's washing machine. Everything is all right, but what happens is the selling process was very nicely done. The machine was delivered well, but the demonstration was given after 1 week, by which time my wife, by trial and error method, has already understood how to use a washing machine. So I would say that people are integral part, and without the people, I think finally the process, physical evidence, everything is going to fail. So once the people are all right, I think whether it's 4 P's concept or 7 P's concept, everything would be a
Once
big
again, Dr.
success.
Anil, it seems a call is ready.
Service personnel.
Service personnel.
A call is ready. Yeah, hello.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Sir, in marketing, to develop the personality is the main thing, because I heard that you say, and I read in some book, the personality is the God's gift in business marketing.
But then there is no clarity actually in the voice.
You said
Hello?
yeah.
Will you
Are
please
you
talk
hearing
little
me?
bit louder? There is no clarity in the voice.
No, is there any clarity? No.
Can
Hello?
you repeat your question, please?
No. In marketing,
Okay.
is there any training center to develop the personality and how to submit that presentation and all the things in training center? Is any training center is there for to market the product?
Training.
Yeah. In marketing,
Okay.
because we are learning about how to do and how to write, but
Okay.
while working in physically, so how to approach the party, or approach the
How to approach the
company,
customer,
how to
sir.
approach
Any
that
training required?
business.
How to train the marketing personnel.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Training is a very important function in marketing, and particularly those who are in service industry, training becomes an essential component, and the skills one has acquired earlier may not be useful to discharge his responsibility as a service person. It is always necessary to unlearn what he has learnt and relearn for the future needs or the current needs. And to approach a customer, first thing is that a salesperson or a person engaged in services in the marketing function, he must be confident about himself, he must have competence in terms of the product knowledge, in terms of the product's functionality, in terms of product features, in terms of the product benefits to the customers, and so on. Number 2, he must have adequate skills to present himself, to impress upon the customers, and to convince the customers to handle the objections raised by them, to clarify the doubts and to build confidence in them to see that the transaction takes place. And more important is that any person involved in sales job must have two important qualities. Number one is empathy, to place himself in the position of a customer and to think in terms of the customer and his need, and to think in terms of the doubts the customer has got and how do we satisfy him by answering. The second important quality of a salesperson in the marketing function is that he must have the quality of ego drive. That ego drive is that a failure in the first attempt to convince a customer to gain the transaction for a sale must not lead to frustration or dissatisfaction. Every next trial will give the result, and failure must be stepping stone for the future endeavor. This is the belief that one should have. It must be a personality trait that ego drive and empathy are the two important factors, and for that partly they are internal, they are inherent in the personality, but greatly they can be trained. People can be made suitable to deliver the goods, to deliver the service effectively.
Excuse me, sir. I think it's time for news.
Yeah.
So we'll continue our discussion after news break. Please stay with us.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome back to the teleconference program of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University on marketing mix. And I would like to announce the phone numbers once again, 2703 1431, 1432 and 1433. So if you have any doubts on the topic of today's session, you can contact on these numbers. So my next question is to Dr. Anil. Anil, while introducing the concept of marketing mix, Professor Venkaya said that there is another concept, promotion mix, which there is another call, it seems. 1 second. Yeah, hello. Hello.
Doctor Madam.
Yeah, good afternoon.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు మార్కెటింగ్ ప్రమోషన్ ఇవన్నీ చెప్తున్నారు కదా,
అవునండి.
ఇప్పుడు డిఫెక్ట్ ఇన్ సర్వీస్ కానీ డిఫెక్ట్ ఇన్ గూడ్స్ కానీ ఉండేటప్పుడు దే ఆర్ సబ్జెక్టెడ్ టు కన్జ్యూమర్ ప్రొటెక్షన్ యాక్ట్ 1986.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ, కోప్రా.
ఇది ఒక అంశం. రెండవది, మెడికల్ సర్వీసెస్ కూడా కన్జ్యూమర్ ప్రొటెక్షన్ యాక్ట్ పరిధిలోకి వస్తాయని చెప్పి ఇండియన్ మెడికల్ అసోసియేషన్ వర్సెస్ శాంతా కేసులో సుప్రీంకోర్టు ల్యాండ్ మార్క్ జడ్జిమెంట్ ఇచ్చింది.
అవునండి.
సో మీరు బిజినెస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ కానీ మార్కెటింగ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ కానీ సేల్స్ ప్రమోషన్ కానీ చేసినప్పుడు ఈ అంశాన్ని దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకోవాలని మరి మీరు చెబుతున్నారా లేదా, ఏంటి మీ స్పందన ఏంటి?
అంటే ఇప్పుడు మీరు
Anil to
చెప్పినట్టు
react.
ఇప్పుడు క్యావెట్ ఎంటర్ అని ఒకటి ఉందండి. క్యావెట్ ఎంటర్ అంటే ఇట్స్ ఎ లాటిన్ వర్డ్, ఇట్ సేస్ బయర్ బివేర్, మీకు తెలిసి ఉంటుంది. లెట్ ద బయర్ బివేర్ అనమాట. సో ఆ విధంగా మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరర్, సేల్స్ పీపుల్, సర్వీస్ ప్రొఫెషనల్ కూడా ఇప్పుడు లాట్ ఆఫ్ ట్రైనింగ్ ఇవ్వబడుతుంది అనమాట. ఎస్పెషలీ ఇన్ ద సర్వీసెస్ దట్ యూఆర్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్, వెదర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ హాస్పిటల్స్ ఆర్ హోటల్స్ ఆర్ ఈటరీస్లో, బోత్ హ్యావ్ టు బి వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్ అండి. ద రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్లీ ఆన్ ద సర్వీస్ ప్రొవైడర్ అండ్ ద సర్వీస్ టేకర్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, 5 రూపాయలకి మీకు ఐస్ క్రీమ్ దొరుకుతుంది అన్నప్పుడు ఇట్ కెనాట్ బి హై క్వాలిటీ. సో యాజ్ ఎ కన్స్యూమర్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎన్ ఈక్వల్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ. అండ్ వాడు ఒకవేళ 5 రూపాయలకి అమ్ముతున్నంత మాత్రాన వాడు లో క్వాలిటీ ఇవ్వడానికి లేదు. సో ఐ వుడ్ సే దట్ బోత్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్లీ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్. అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ సీ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద ల్యాండ్ మార్క్ వెస్టర్న్ countries' cases, we would feel that the consumers play a very important role, which is not at all happening in India. For example, plastic bans completely ban అయ్యాయి, బట్ మరి ఎందుకు తీసుకుంటున్నాం మనం? వేర్ ఈజ్ అవర్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ? వాట్ షాప్ కీపర్, వెన్ ఐ ఆస్క్ హిమ్, హీ సేస్, సార్ ప్లాస్టిక్ బ్యాగ్స్ ఇవ్వట్లేదు, ఎవరు కొంటలేదు అంటున్నాడు. సో దే సే రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఫ్రమ్ ద మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ సైడ్ అండ్ ద రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఫ్రమ్ ద కన్స్యూమర్ సైడ్.
Dr. Anil, it seems there is another call. Hello.
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 Hello, namaste Amma, this is A.S. Murthy from Kakinada.
Yeah, please tell me.
I want to ask one question directly. Any marketing management consists of basic three concepts only. That is consumer satisfaction, community and company profit, isn't it?
Consumer satisfaction, company?
Company profit and community.
Yes.
Please continue.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know what is the difference between clearly the community concept only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Community concept.
I think you're talking about social responsibility.
Social
Andy.
responsibility.
I think Venkaya garu.
Yeah.
Community concept comes here because of the social responsibility role of the marketer, Andy. That is, there is one concept called societal marketing. Societal marketing refers to the process of either manufacturing or marketing a product should not lead to the decline in the total social welfare in the country. It means that marketing products like alcohol, cigarettes, etc. are damaging the welfare of the society is one presumption, one premise. Now, the responsibility is how do you reduce the damage or the harmful element in this? Nicotine free cigarette, caffeine free coffee, alcohol less drinks, these are the strategies. Similarly, any marketing activity is causing some environmental problem, pollution, then the marketer's responsibility is how does he introduce products which are less in terms of their creating pollution, in terms of creating any problem to the society. This is how the societal marketing concepts insist that the marketer should take enough care to see that the customers and community are not caused any harm because of the marketing of the products or services. There is a responsibility on them.
Okay, thank you. So, Anil, we are discussing about promotion mix and will you please throw some light on the relationship between marketing mix and promotion mix?
Thank you, ma'am, that you have asked me this question, because a lot of time the students get very much confused between marketing mix and promotion mix. So, promotion mix is part of the third P, which is promotion. And what are the elements of promotion are advertising, which is a non-personal form of communication, paid form of non-personal communication. Then we have personal selling, which is very popularly used where the product cost is very high and there is a face-to-face interaction between the customer and the salesperson. And then we have sales promotion, which is a short-term inducement given to the buyer to go to the point of purchase and buy. And obviously, publicity and public relation, which are used in a softer way, in the sense that which is not directly promoted, but at the same time the final objective is the same, that is to communicate that my product is better than that of the
One
competitor.
second. Yeah, I think another call is ready. Please, hello.
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 Hello, please tell me.
Chapandi.
Yeah, I'm calling from Hyderabad.
Okay.
My name is Srinivas.
Yeah, please tell me, Srinivas Garu.
I have a question.
Please.
There is something called as maximum retail price, MRP.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
please continue. MRP.
But at tourist spaces and some and theaters, etc., people are selling cool drinks and everything above the MRP.
Okay.
So what should the customer do in these cases?
Okay. I request Anil to react.
Srinivas, I think it's a
resist.
it's a very tough question, but Venkaya sir has already given me a clue.
Resisting.
What I do is I resist, even though my daughter thinks that I am very stingy. I refuse to pay that 5 rupees extra. That is a very valid point that you have raised, because nowadays what is happening is, I don't want to name the brands. There are some brands of shirts which say that buy one get 10 free. I think this is all nonsense, and the government should come down very heavy on this MRP issue, because now the shirt is being priced at 3000 rupees and 10 shirts are being given. Definitely a lot of confusion is being created, but as far as this 10 rupees and 15 rupees is concerned, like Professor Venkaya sir is correctly saying, I think we should resist, go outside and take it, but I am sure that every time it is not possible, but as far as possible try to resist, and definitely a complaint can be lodged and it will be taken care of.
But sometimes I think customer may be forced to, because there may not be any alternative.
That's what I am saying.
Or
ma'am.
substitute.
See, in the
Forced.
present day competition, such are very few, and we seldom come across such situations where the customers are exploited by charging higher price
Higher
than,
than the
MRP.
MRP.
We are in competitive world. Very few organizations, in respect of very few products, maybe some dealer or retailer in the nook and corner of a small place may be doing it. Normally it is not happening. It is not happening. And once it is happening, all of us who are knowledgeable must see that it is arrested. It is our responsibility to resist and see that it is stopped totally.
But instead of resisting it individually, better if the customers also unite together.
Unite,
And
consumer,
then-
Consumer
yeah,
forum.
consumer
that
protection.
may give a better result.
Of course, that is true.
No, even though I agree with what Professor Venkaya sir is saying, but in some products, especially in cool drinks, madam, automatically they are taking
Since
1
another
rupee-
caller is ready.
1 rupee extra is taken as cooling charge.
Yes, yes.
And everybody says you have to pay it, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, hello.
I'm Srinivas, still on the line.
Okay,
Okay.
Srinivas.
But as Mr. Venkaya is saying, I can resist, but then my daughter will not listen to me.
That is what I.
And then they will not allow outside eatables into the theater also.
Yeah.
So I cannot get cool drinks from outside and I cannot resist my daughter. Then what should I do?
You
Everybody
must-
will
you
not
must
be
listen-
as efficient as are there.
You must register a complaint.
Yeah.
You must report, Mr. Srinivas, you must report and register a complaint with the local Consumer Protection Council. They are there and they will work towards that, and then definitely measures will be taken to see such practices are curbed.
Let me add one more thing, Mr. Srinivas. Your problem is my problem also, because in some of the malls, they are charging up to 50 rupees for a particular brand of soft drink. I think what we can do is first register a complaint, and if the complaint is not being received properly, I think we should maybe protest and say that we are not going to visit your mall because the prices are too high, in which case the competition will take care of it, and finally when the customers are not coming, I am sure the malls or whatever, whoever is charging high will definitely will have to drop their prices.
Not only that, you can take it to the press, media channels are so many are there, very active and vibrant. You can take it to any channel. If they publish this or if they bring it to the notice of the customers, they lose the business and they are afraid of it. And I think as customers, we have a greater role to stop such practices which are unfair in character. Definitely we can do that. Now it is easy. Earlier it might have been difficult, but we must have a strong willpower and determination to stop that and take initiative. And most of us are compromising in these aspects, and then okay, let it go, 2 more rupees, let me pay and pass it. That kind of attitude and mindset is the problem. We have to overcome that. We must resist it and stop such things.
Okay. Yeah, Anil, we are discussing promotion mix and marketing
Promotion,
mix.
yeah. So what we are trying to say, madam, these are the traditional ones like advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, and publicity and public relation. But if you see in the recent past, the dynamics of marketing have shifted. So nowadays, if you see Seth Godin, which is supposed a guru of marketing, he talks that along with these 4 elements of promotion mix, we need to look at something like permission marketing. Because you, me and Venkaya sir, we are being bombarded with SMS messages and
Yes.
MMS messages,
Yes.
that a new concept has come in saying that unless I give you permission, you will not even send me a message.
Yes.
And also about viral marketing and so many new
Internet
marketing and web marketing, one-to-one marketing, online marketing.
And when we are totally busy with our office work or we are in meetings, we receive a call. We are calling from so and so organization. Are you interested in our product or service, whatever it is?
Exactly.
Now the face of promotion mix has already totally
Changed.
It is not the traditional billboards and then press advertisement,
Yes.
magazine advertisement that is working. It is online, internet.
Yes.
Lot of change has come about.
Yeah.
So what I would say is use all those traditional means of promotion, and wherever it is possible. For example, madam, I am already 45 years old. My son is tuned into a different world altogether. Whereas we are discussing advertising, personal selling, sales promotion. He is a Twitter generation. Those guys don't read anything more than 160 words. When I write a blog called Marketing Music, my son says this is all very boring. I want a message which is only 160 words. So how do we cope up to a generation that has moved much beyond us? So I think we, our students, everybody should keep in mind that these traditional forms of promotion are very good, but the new generation has moved forward and we should be catching up. Nowadays television studios in US are calling, they are making what are called as mobisodes. Mobisodes are 5-minute episodes because 23 minutes episodes people are finding very boring. So, these are short episodes that are made, which are usually viewed on the mobile phones. So,
Like test matches, then one day and now 20 hours.
20 hours, what
20
else will
hours
come,
match,
we don't
cricket
know.
match. So like that.
Correct. Lot of change has
A lot
happened.
of changes are
So
happening.
Professor
And
Venkaya,
marketers have already realized this, and they are
Yes.
using these information and communication technologies in a big way. And they know I mean, unless they are head starters in the use of technology and change themselves to suit the requirements of the younger generations, as Professor Anil said,
Yes.
they will be laggards. They will lose their market.
Yes, yes.
Their market share will decline. And hence they have to, and it is said, if you recall Theodore Levitt, if you do not think of customer, you are not thinking at all.
Exactly. Marketing myopia.
Marketing myopia. You must not be short sighted. Because you are comfortable today, you cannot think that you are all right and your business keep going and it grows. No, it cannot sustain.
Their competitors,
You must
they will
always
overtake
be
them.
on the toes.
Yes.
You must do a superior job than your competitor.
Competitors.
Always you must think that somebody is doing a better job than you.
Yes.
Then only you will be able to cope with the kind of competition and withstand its pressure and outweigh its
yes.
pressure, outweigh and outsmart them. Then only your market share is safe.
Okay. Professor Venkaya, there is another concept to product life cycle. How this marketing mix, is it related to product life cycle also?
It is. Once we say that the product is a part of marketing mix,
Yeah.
obviously product life cycle management is a part of product management, and obviously it becomes a part of marketing mix. That is how, if you ask that marketing mix and product life cycle management is narrow and it's a part of, it's an integral part of product management.
Product management.
1 P of the marketing, that's one. Second thing is, you know that the products have life cycles. One of the important trends today is shrinking product life cycles. Earlier, a company which had long years of life, the companies were said to be very successful because they were in the market with the same product for so many years. Now, marketers are withdrawing the products on their own and repositioning the same product or introducing altogether a new product.
Okay.
Right? Because there are several substitute products coming up in the market. To combat that situation, they introduce much before the need arises. This is how, for example, in introduction stage, there is a need to spend lot of money on,
Yes.
on promotion.
Promotion.
During the growth stage, other substitute products might come, and hence there is a need to redesign your product, build more functional attributes in the product attributes, that is second important thing. When your maturity stage comes, you must consider whether the product is weak or it can be revitalized. If it can be revitalized and recycled, improve the product and reposition it and continue the cycle. Otherwise, try to withdraw, prepare for it. During the decline stage, it is a dangerous stage where the products are very expensive to the company. And then in that stage, they must decide whether it is better to continue with losses for some time or withdraw it immediately. And care must be taken to see that the product is improved, product quality is enhanced, distribution logistics are made more and more efficient, and one weapon there is to reduce the price. And if you reduce the price, ceteris paribus, you are going to incur loss. Is the company able to bear with that kind of loss? All these are important, and hence at each and every stage of the product life cycle, marketing mix elements will interact, and also marketing mix elements must be adjusted. That is how we consider that there is a relationship between other 3 P's and the product life cycle management.
Product life cycle.
Yes.
Dr. Anil, since last 15 years, of course, there is revolutionary change in all sectors and including industrial sector. Industrial sector is the main sector in which revolutionary changes have taken. As a result of which marketing environment also, as we were discussing so far, there is a sea change in marketing environment. So, how the marketing mix shall be designed to meet all these this type of competition and this changing environment? What are the precautions to be taken? How it shall be designed?
Very true, man. I'll just take your question in a slightly different fashion, in the sense that when Professor Venkaya sir was saying that, I was just revisiting my own thoughts, whether countries have progress concentrated on any particular piece. So, just writing down, if you take the product, Germany and Switzerland have concentrated purely on the quality. So, German and Swiss products are not cheap at all, but very high in quality. But if you take to the second P, China has taken almost the price front aside by saying that we are the price leaders. Okay. So, cost leadership, whatever we talk about, and so this way what we can think of is that so far traditionally the management thought has been that Western thinkers, Western knowledge and whatever was good in Western countries, they used to import it and say whether 4 Ps or whatever. But if you see recently, there are two very good examples. I will again not take brand names. There is a mobile company which is proved that low cost manufacturing is so popular in India that some of their low cost models also have very high features. So, now they are taking the products which are made in India and transporting them back into the Western countries or Western Europe or whatever. And then we have the case of a very famous Indian car manufacturer who has proved all the critics wrong by concentrating only on the second P, which is price, and making it his USP. So, there are a lot of things like C.K. Prahalad has said that bottom of the pyramid is not only a strategy, it could be your next future.
USP.
USP.
It could
that,
be your
USP that we can develop lot of strategies that we have developed in India, and we can take them to US or UK or Germany or wherever.
Okay.
No, see that USP is okay, but doing alone in the price front and positioning with low or penetration pricing strategy alone will not bring success. And the other 3 Ps must also be successfully used.
Yes.
That is the strength of marketing mix.
Okay.
That we have to realize.
Yes.
Whatever you do, your strong forte may be 1 P, but other 3 Ps must be
That they cannot be neglected.
must be used in a balanced way,
Balanced way.
True, madam.
in an optimal way, what is called optimum marketing mix. That is the optimum mix which gives the maximum possible deliverables or benefits to the company.
Okay.
And also which gives the best possible value for money to the customers.
Okay.
That is the equilibrium.
True, madam. In fact, if you see traditionally, if you go back 50 or 60 years ago in US, most of the cheap products used to come from Japan. But once they captured the US markets, they became very high in quality. It got repeated with South Korea, and I am sure down the line India and China, especially China. Also right now it is only focusing on the cost. Like sir was saying, they will catch up on the other 3 Ps and they will make their products totally, what to say, well balanced on all the 4 Ps.
Professor Venkaya, we discussed in detail about the first P, that is product and also promotion mix. Will you please throw some more light in detail on the other 2 Ps, that is price and place?
Yeah, price is important, and what is more important is to which segment are you addressing your product? Is it a high end product or a low end product, or is it for middle segment? This high end, low end in terms of the economic bracket of the people,
Okay.
social bracket of the people. If you are positioning or if you are offering your product to a low end market, you must recognize that that particular segment is price sensitive. Then the only alternative is to give minimum product functions and build limited product attributes, functionally make it good and offer it at a very low price. Penetration pricing would work. And high end market, normally the psychology is that those who are elite economically, they think that if they pay high price, it is qualitative.
High quality.
And the psychology goes, even if you give a better product at a low price, they do not consider that it is qualitatively superior.
Human psychology.
Take for example, the psychology of the users in the purchase of premium personal care products,
Yeah.
perfumes for example.
Yeah.
The value of the perfume and the quality of the perfume is perceived in terms of the amount that they pay,
Yes.
and it is not the product attributes or the fragrance that it gives.
The quality of the
Yeah,
product.
that is how it is. Psychology is important. This is where the price is important.
Yes.
So, price bundling,
Yeah.
price discounts, all these are important. And also most of them use these sales promotional measures in a big way. Buy one, get one free sales promotion. But you see, they give percentage of, for example, take for example a mobile company, mobile telephone service provider. They say that during Dasara season, if you buy it, 25% talk time extra. It means nothing but a kind of a discount, a premium product to you at the same price. These are the kinds of
Okay, thank you, Professor
attributes
Venkaya
that,
Garu. My flat time is over. So thank you very much,
Thank
Professor
you, ma'am.
Venkaya Garu and Professor Anil, for enlightening our audience really a lot about marketing mix, and there is very good response from audience also. The questions actually they raised are really very relevant, particularly in the present day context. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.